to catch Bree Shooters podcast on the Social NOSTRA network, a fresh new video network featuring up-and-coming creators who are making moves online. Catch interviews with actors, musicians, sports stars on IGTV. What's up, everybody? New collab alert. That's ACR Automotive. If you've been a victim to theft, accident, or vandalism, look no further. ACR has expert color matching, towing with all repairs. And don't forget to ask about their referral program. They're located at 180-09 93rd Avenue, Jamaica, New York. They also have a leasing program for new and used vehicles. Check them out, ACR Automotive. Get your sauce, tell them it ain't low. You was never really rooting for me anyway. When I'm back up in the top, I want you bitches. Nothing, dog, get your sauce, tell them that the break is over. What's that killing? I'm a partner like Beaver. Shit, I'm queer. I'm sorry, I had to cut it off. It was good. We're running late, man. People already been complaining.
Fuck the people, man. It's about us.
New Year, St. Chris?
Yes, sir.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Bree Shooters show. This is the afternoon ride along, and thank you for joining us today. Before we get started, let's take care of some business.
You know what? When you do that, our fucking cinematographer is running late. So I think is it me or is it Crook? Because I lean to my left. So, no, I gotta lose you. No. I do the business over here.
You're good. Better? We don't gotta leave.
This way now. Just a tad. Right there.
Perfect.
Alright, good. Because I know I lean. I got like a limp, so I lean.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Well, first I want to thank our sponsors. Today's show is brought to you by Social NOSTRA Network. The Social NOSTRA Network is a network of shows bringing you the latest trends, influences, and events from social media. And look out for our newest sponsor, which is ACR Automotive. If you've been a victim of a car crash, vandalism, or collision, don't look any further. Our friends at ACR Automotive will take care of you. They offer free towing with all repairs, and ACR also offers leasing of new and used vehicles. Call Big L at 718-480-8041. What? 718-480-8041.
Can I say what? Why are you hogging up all the promos?
Just trying to get to it because we got a lot.
I know, but then just let me do my part.
Go ahead, say.
What?
That is ACR Automotive Services. To see how he could help you, make sure to call Big L. Don't forget to tell him that Bree should have sent you.
I want part of the money. I want to be part of it. I want to feel part of the show.
But you are?
No, but I want to be more. More than the talent.
You know
I'm not just a pair of tits and ass, boys.
You know what they say, right?
What?
With a bigger role is more responsibility.
No, I just want the role.
That's a terrible word that you don't say around. Well, ladies and gentlemen, man, welcome to 2022.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year. I hope everyone's there. Yo, you good? You back? All right.
I'm just back.
Hope everyone's doing well. This Omicron is kicking ass and taking no prison. You know it's bad when the singer Omarion has to come out and make a statement and say, "Hey, we're separate. We're not together. Please don't confuse us." I was like, "Holy, yo, Chris, driving through the urgent cares, lines wrapped around the block to go get tested. Insane."
My I got guests from the island, and so they gotta get tested 48 hours pre-flight.
Okay.
So I was actually, they leave tomorrow. So I was actually, me, I'm always, all right, we'll go Monday, whatever. But then my beautiful and smart girlfriend decided, Chris, let's go today. Because
absolutely,
we went through about 4 sites. You know, I got one down the block from me.
Yeah, I was gonna call you for that one. I was gonna see because the lines are so crazy by me. I was wondering if they were like
crazy. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. It was so crazy. What I did was I go up because you know me. I'm a very sociable person. So I go up to the guard and I tell the guard, I said, I heard they giving the home test.
Oh, they were giving them up?
They giving them out.
Wow.
Sleepy Joe decided to let's give them out or whatever, which it should be, this shouldn't even be a question. He talking about 500 million. It should be for free until we get over this. And if we never get over it, it doesn't matter. We got free testing, home testing, whatever. So the thing is, I want to make this show a political show.
Please don't.
The thing is,
just got here.
I see the line, so I tell the security guard, yo, my man, how do we get the free test? And he goes, yeah, after you get tested, they give you the free test. So I'm like, okay, so what do I have? Can you give me the test without me getting tested?
Uh-huh.
He said, oh, that's what you want? I said, yeah, just give me the home test. I'll do it home. I'll put it on my nose or whatever hole I got in my body, and then you put it in the thing. Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. The Omicron.
Yeah, listen, you better come out with an STD. Let me count which hole you go into.
So he goes, oh, I got you there. So I said, whoa, how many you can give me? He goes, because you know they go for 25. You go for 25.
They're expensive. Somebody's cleaning it up.
So if I could get a few and, you know, hey, listen.
All you needed was 3.
Why 3?
For your guests and yourself, no?
Yeah, but I'm talking about
Yo, hustle man never takes a break.
I'm talking about Stunner.
Hustle man.
Yeah, it's 25 in Walgreens. So I give people, you know, I'll do 2 for 30. I'll do that. You know, that's what I do. So the thing is, he gave me 2. He goes, all I can give you is 2. But 2 is actually 4 tests because they come 2 in a pack.
Oh, really?
Yes. So I took it. I took it home. I gave it to my girl, you know, and but it's crazy because we went to 4 sites, and the lines were the smallest line I saw was 3/4 of a block.
Yeah, no, listen, man. Over by me, this is the slick shit. What they do is because maybe that was a code here. The shit is that the test site doesn't open to 9. So cats were getting there 4:35 in the morning. They would put their beach chairs out, and they would hold the spot like that, and then the line would go. So I took my son to get tested. 45 beach chairs. We were number 46.
Get the fuck out.
Then after me, there was 100 more people that came, and the girl told me she took the first 30 people. She goes, "Hey, we don't know if we can get to everybody. You might want to think about going somewhere else."
See, that's the
So that was insane.
It's like you buying an iPhone. I haven't seen those lines that big only when the iPhone comes out.
Yeah.
But so funny story. Now that this wasn't even on my pregame.
Let's just bring it a little closer to you.
All right. 1, 2, 1, 2. Raise it up.
I didn't say make out with it.
So I need to get my mom and my brother tested.
Okay.
Because they're traveling, right? So I'm like, okay, everything is full. So, and please, people understand me. It's just the way my mind works. I just, you know, I gravitate to certain employees, I guess, or certain people. I gravitate to certain people. So look what happened. The 80s.
It sounds like anybody who's willing to take a bribe is right in your spectrum. Right? Listen, if you're willing to take a bribe or you're willing to do something shady with the other way, that's your guy.
And unfortunately, I'm looking at that.
I'm more amazed of the skill set that you have to kind of sort out these people. You're like, oh, yeah, there you go. So that's the guy.
I do one of these. I put up the fist and I do one of these, like, you know, remember what Sammy Sosa did? I do the Sammy Sosa thing, or so it's funny you say that because I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end with that. Yeah. So the 86th Street in Bay Ridge, 86th Street test site in Bay Ridge is fucking. It's ridiculous because you got it's right on the corner of 86th and 5th.
Okay.
So You know what I'm talking about, right? So if you walking up, you pass the big and tall store.
I know exactly
where Modell's used to be. The line from that corner goes all the way past Modell's.
And that's a super long block. It's like 2 in 1.
That's probably 2 or 3 in 1.
Yeah.
It's the long line. So that was one line. And then you had another line that went down Fifth Avenue and turned into the municipal parking on 85th Street. So I'm like, whoa. So I see an employee, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna say hi. We're gonna say hi.
I wouldn't know. Pay attention to the phone line. If you're listening to us and you want to call in just to, say what's up.
Your experience with this COVID testing shit, because I know everybody went through it.
Or to talk about the holidays, make sure to give us a call. It's 347-721-3161.
What?
347-721-3161.
See how good that works?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I see a dude opening, managing traffic, and I said, all right, I go over there. I said, listen, I'm gonna ask you a series of stupid questions.
Just bear with me.
Just work with me. So he laughed.
Okay.
You laughed, I got you.
That's it.
That's it. That's all I need to laugh. So he goes, cool dude.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not saying because he helped me out. He's a cool dude because he seemed like a cool dude.
Okay.
So the thing is, boom. I go, okay, first off, there's 2 lines here. What does this mean? Oh, this is the PCR. That means it takes 1 to 3 days.
Yeah, right.
And this is the rapid and the PCR. Whatever. I said, okay, listen. I got my mom and my brother in the car. They need to travel. Is there any way? What is it? Is your mom unable to walk by herself? And I go, yes, she's unable to walk by herself.
Which is technically not a whole lot, right? Because she's
she's going through her old lady phase, so I let her be. So she could come in. I said, well, what about my brother? He's gonna have to make the line. I said, brother, but what I didn't tell you is that my mother needs his assistance. Oh, that I got. No, so he goes.
That's his home health care.
Yeah. But this came out of him. He goes, unless he needs to assist her, and he gives me a look. And I go, she doesn't do nothing without him.
Okay. So what comes out right now? The George Washington?
I
backwards?
I did. No, it didn't come out right then and there.
Uh-huh.
So I say, my brother, thank you. Give me 1 second. So I go across Fifth Avenue, go to the car. I tell my mom, I said, Mom, you got to put a little bit of that act on. I need you to hold on to my brother. And just for everything, Ma, you understand? Because we need both of you to get tested. You can go in, but they won't allow him in unless, okay.
Yeah.
Ma,
She was game?
because she's always game. So they cross the street, and I take him, and I go, my guy, this is my mother. I got you. So then, I hit him with who's on the face of the 20?
Andrew Jackson? No, is it?
Andrew 50.
Or is it Lincoln?
It's not the rules. So yes, it is important for the cases. I can't see who's this.
That's Jackson. I told you.
Yo, you said
Andrew
Jackson.
Andrew Jackson.
What did I think?
You said 50. Benjamin. It's
Franklin is 100.
I figured.
It doesn't matter. For the cases. So I hit him with the what's the person's name?
Andrew. The Jackson.
I hit him with a Jackson, and they're not supposed to be taking these things or whatever.
Right.
I said, Bob, I appreciate you. Happy New Year, happy holidays, whatever, Kwanzaa, because that's, I had to go that route. So I cross the street, get back in the car. Now we're waiting. Now, mind you, I can tell you easily, combined on both lines, easily 200, more than 20 people. Combined on both lines. Around 7 to 10 minutes, my brother calls me. We're done.
Listen, because the test itself is not.
It's quick, 30 seconds.
It's 30 seconds. It's just that they don't have the amount of staff to administer the test for everybody, so it takes time.
By the way, CityMD is closing down locations because their staff is getting sick.
Really?
Yeah, in any city, you got a couple of CityMD's test sites and they temporarily closed since the 29th. So anyway, my mother comes out and she hit me. She reminded the reason why, and it's funny. People, we weren't talking about this. It just came up because we mentioned about the testing shit. You know, you always tell me, Chris, if you only use your powers for good, that's one of your lines or whatever. So my mom comes into the car and tells me, if you would have gone to school, you would have been something big. I said, Ma, I'm a radio personality, man. I am big. I made it, Ma. No. I'm talking about for real.
That's the fake shit you guys do on Mondays.
So the thing is, yeah, man. And so she told me, I started cracking up. And so, you always find a way. I said, Ma, it's all about talking. I'm not trying to get over. I'm just, and that was yesterday around, I want to say around 11, from 11 to 12 in the morning. They still have, so they did both. They still haven't got the results yet. It doesn't matter at the end of the day, but in Puerto Rico, they're asking you for stuff.
Let me give you the other side of the spectrum.
Okay.
See, your side represents the folks that can deal with the common man, have that conversation, and maybe finagle a situation.
100%.
I was online, right? So we went to the first location. They gave us that PA announcement that you might not get tested. So I told my son, hey, let's go across the avenue. There's another urgent care. Maybe we could work out something there. They finished their morning rush. See, over there, they do it different. They take everybody's name, and then they call you. Hey, you have 20 minutes to get back. Okay. So you can either stay in your car, you go home, but they'll tell you, like, if it's going to be more than 3 hours, you go home, you got to come back. So that eliminates the line.
Which is very good.
Which is smart.
Because it's not spreads.
Exactly. So
the bad spreads, not the good spreads.
So I go across the street to the urgent care, and there's this American guy in front of me.
When you say American, what are we talking about? Because we're all American.
Yeah, there we go. A real American. Not Latin American. An American. Yeah. All right. So he's at the front of the line, and he walks up, and he's not using the Christians. He goes up to the girl, he goes, hey, here for a COVID test. And the young lady goes, well, we're not accepting walk-ins right now. You have to register online. He goes, instead of trying to maybe see if there's another back way, hey, maybe if I come back later, or can you register me online? Any avenue.
Honey instead of shit.
Yeah. He goes, what am I supposed to do now? You're not offering me any direction. What am I supposed to do? Yo, Chris, I'm on a chair, and I'm looking at this other guy. That guy looks at me and goes, nah, this ain't gonna work out. She basically told me to fuck out, which is fucked up because what they weren't doing is they're not providing you direction. If I can't test you, at the minimum, I should tell you, hey, there's an urgent care 3/4 of the mile way down that they may be able to see you, or why don't you give me your information? If there's any cancellations, I'll get you today, or if not, I'll book you for tomorrow.
But she did tell him register, we're not accepting walk-ins. So she did give you directions for her site.
Yeah, but with certain people, had she repeated that line again after he said, "What am I supposed to do?" Mm-hmm. Probably would have. It was what's called the sandwich effect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. She did it. She just went straight into.
No, she just looked at him. She goes, "I'm sorry, sir," and he turned around and said, "This is fucking bullshit, man." So,
come on, dude. It's testing.
I said, "Man, I feel you, man."
So, just for the sake of this conversation, so the gentleman was American.
Okay.
And what was the young lady?
That's really not. It's really not. So Chris, let's get into Antonio Brown.
AB's fucked up in the head.
First of all, let's acknowledge that mental health is something serious that folks really need help with.
That's why I'm not saying.
No. I'm just saying because right now we're gonna go left right now. That's why we're gonna go left. So we're not making fun of mental health, but yo, what a fucking exit!
That shit was flying.
That's what I would do.
No. But first of all, you wouldn't have been able to get the pads on because he's a lean guy. He was struggling. I said, I hope he gets it off.
I'm in the fucking NFL. I'm gonna be fit.
Oh, wait, there's big guys in the NFL.
But no, I'm talking about like.
Well, first of all,
people that matter, players that matter, quarterback. I'll be like,
what are you gonna be? You're not gonna be a running back.
No, I'll be like a. I could be a running back, but I'll be like a.
Don't say a wide receiver. You'll be a lineman.
I'll be like a tight end. I'll be like a Travis Kelce, Tony Gonzalez type of Tony.
First of all, those guys, both of them are over 6 foot. You're barely hitting 5'8", and that's on a good day with good shoes.
I nick 6 feet sometimes.
When you let that one curl grow. Yeah, but were you able to get any more information? Well, I saw the highlight. I'm assuming he didn't get playing time. That's why he was pissed off.
Yeah, it was like around halftime before the game ended. And the thing is, I didn't dive in too deep on it. I saw that Tom Brady, which ever since Tom Brady left the New York Patriots, I have so much.
I love him.
So much respect.
I love him because I know what he's doing over there.
Now I could now because anything that has to do with Boston.
You appreciate him.
Yeah. So I'm like, I appreciate him. Now I can say, not for nothing, but this motherfucker isn't the conversation of GOAT.
No, Christian, he is the GOAT.
Yeah,
for him to do what he's doing at that age, it's amazing. So they're probably gonna repeat. They got a strong chance. Well, I don't know. AB was a big part of that offense.
Was he?
He was, but he missed a lot of games. But when he was there, he had a couple of games where he scored 2 touchdowns. In the game. So it was something.
He said, "No, it's definitely mental health. He's definitely not right in the head." Brady was saying, Loose crochet.
There we go.
Baby girl, I love you.
Time for some new cups.
Shirts. I want those lacy things. I want to put like
shout out to my man Hector. I let the hands talk. Heck, 2X over here. Heck, 2X. Please. That's what
I'm going down, so I was able to cop a 1X.
That's why that hand looks like it's moving.
But I think I'm losing a little bit of feeling because it's cutting circulation. But I'm good over here. So anyway.
So Bruce Arians said he's going to.
Yeah, he's not. But the thing is, Tom Brady, as the professional that he is, Tom Brady said, it's sad that he let's be empathetic.
Yeah, no, exactly.
He said the right things, and he's right. Who knows? You know what it is, man. And we've talked about this, man. Most of these, and this is not an excuse. It's just the way life is. Most of these athletes come from rough beginnings.
Yeah, and Antonio Brown, I know he was homeless when he was young at a certain point in his life. And but then you add the mental health aspect to it too. It's not easy.
But what? You add it, but what if from there was where the problem started? And
he probably went through. I mean, who knows what he went through? He must have went through some really rough stuff. But I'll tell you one thing though, and he has alleged rape allegations.
Yeah.
I don't know if that ever came to.
I don't know.
But I will tell you, for a guy that was homeless to make it to where he did, it does show a level of perseverance that he was able to overcome certain things and go to school and make it to the NFL. However, I guess along the way he kind of lost something or something went kind of wrong.
I got a theory.
He wasn't able to manage it because I think a lot of people do have mental health, but there's degrees where they can manage it and cope with situations. I think he's at a point now. He had the incident with the not being vaccinated, so he lost I think 3 to 4 games on that.
He said he was vaccinated, but
he lied. He had the fake card. And he got caught. So.
See, my thing is that it's funny because I think I have a theory on this, and I think that he has to get rid of his circle. I don't think the people around him, and I don't know, this is my theory. I think that the people around him might not be really trying to help him. That's my theory. I don't know the people around him. I just think that his circle, people close to him, I think, or maybe he doesn't want the help. He's not ready for the help. That could be a possibility too. Funny story, a little bit. I'm not going too far. So I'm watching the Knicks and Toronto game yesterday, which the Knicks lost, but half our team is COVID protocol or some shit. And Fred Van Bleek, you know Fred Van Bleek? Fred Van Bleek.
Say that one more time.
Fred Van Bleek.
He plays on Toronto.
He was
the shooter last year.
And he's the main dude now. Him and Siakam.
Is he the main dude?
Him and Siakam, yes.
Okay.
During the game, they say a little bit of a story. His father got killed when he was 5 years old on a drug deal. Drug transaction. His mother remarried to a cop.
Wow.
And he said the cop saved his life. His stepfather, very strict dude, but saved his life because showed him direction, showed him
discipline.
Yeah, exactly. The reason I bring it in is because we're talking about AB and who knows, like you said, he was homeless and stuff like that. But a lot of these kids, these athletes, shout out to Boogie, man. Boogie, our friend Boogie from Fly Family. Boogie, I see Boogie. He does the big brother thing.
Yeah.
He mentors kids. You don't know what effect you can have on a kid that's about to get lost. And now, so I don't want to get, I'm just saying.
Stay there for a second, though. It's true what you say. And, shout out to all those people that work in community programs that provide support to kids that come from broken homes where father figures are around. Me personally, I didn't have a father figure, so Sunset Park Recreation Center was huge for me because a lot of the people that were up in the parks, shout out Big Al, shout out Pepper, Blue, all those guys, they were very instrumental in molding me as a person. So in return, I worked in Sunset Park for years.
Sir.
But it didn't hit me. And I used to do Kono over in 53rd Street Park. And it didn't hit me until I was late in my 30s and I ran into, kids in a neighborhood that they were small. And they remembered me. They were like, "Yo, dude."
And they thank you.
"Yo, man, thank you." One guy sent me a message via Messenger. And, I'm old now, so it took me a while to remember because they look so different now. He goes, "Yo, man, what you guys did for me every Saturday morning." I guess he didn't have nowhere to go. And that Saturday morning, that program we used to run was so big for him. And he was like, thanking me. So, just going off on the tangent real quick.
And you don't know, and sorry to interrupt you, you don't know how many, you really don't know.
Yeah, you never do.
How many kids' lives you saved, you changed.
But Chris, how many kids did I redirect from basketball?
No, yeah. You beat me to it.
Shout out DJ Cause.
Shout out Heck. Handsome.
All these kids are doing well in other areas.
We're basketball players, and then all of a sudden now Hector became a boxer. DJ Cause, he was a heavy hitters. So Lou, he had an impact in their life. What type of impact? It doesn't matter. He had an impact. Lou, I got a funny story for you.
Go ahead. Hey, listen. What's going on with Janet Jackson? All of a sudden, I'm seeing her all over social media. Is she coming out with new music or something? I don't know. She doesn't age. She looks good. Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I know.
Because it looks like it's taking you a minute to think about.
No, I know who she is. I'm thinking, does she have her brother's Michael's chamber or something? He slept in a chamber or something.
I don't know that. That's alleged.
No. He had a chamber.
Oh,
I built my own, though. I built my own.
So, go ahead. You said you were going to get into a funny story. What happened? Your mom's the best, man.
What? No, my mom is, and the thing is, she has no problem telling me, "God, you're so stupid."
Is she talking to you in English or Spanish?
No, Spanish.
Always?
Always. But she like yesterday we saw the movie Encanto. Highly recommended. It's a Disney or Pixar.
I saw it yesterday. It was very cute.
Very cute.
It's about the Colombian family.
Yeah,
powers.
Yeah.
Very good. Hey, we got to start supporting more Latin-made films because that movie, I thought it was done so well. The graphics and everything, and the storyline.
The storyline.
And going back to Mark Raines when he was with us, it wasn't thrown in your face that Columbia. It was just a storyline about a family going through it and how they overcame, and it was just a beautiful story.
It really was.
Well done. I'm sorry. So go ahead. You guys are watching Encanto?
So watching Encanto, I'm trying to, she doesn't want to go out so much. So the thing is, my mom has this morning ritual. She drinks her pills. She has pills. She drinks her pills or whatever. So,
Molly?
no, not Molly's. But
Percent.
It could be up there. So the thing is, so she has, she takes some medication for, what happens when that attack you get, epileptic? Seizures.
She suffers from that.
Yeah, but she hasn't had an attack in so many years. She just drinks it because she's afraid.
So the medicine is doing what it's supposed to do.
Exactly. So she takes that. These are the daily pills she takes. Then she takes another one to calm her down. That's the way I'm gonna say that one.
That's definitely a message.
So the thing is, so she takes this in the morning. So she grabs a pill, right? And she drank the pill bottles. She looked at the pill bottles, and she's not looking at them. She grabs the pill bottle and she shakes it.
It's like Russian roulette. Whatever pops up.
No. She shakes it, little, and by her shaking it, she looks at me and she goes, "Yeah, I took this one already." And she puts the
Wait. Let's slow this down a little bit because this is some next. She sounds like she's in Encanto. That's all power. The pill power.
No, she had me die because I'm looking at her dead in her face.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Mom, are you serious right now?" And she goes, "What are you talking about? You just shook the bottle and you determined by the sound of the pills in the bottle that you took that pill already."
Well, she probably has a variety. Some are soft caps. Some are smaller pills, big pills. I know, it's still amazing.
Sorry.
It's still amazing.
I'm not buying what you're saying. Because, Lou, and then she did it with the other one. And this is the funny part about it, because she has two. So you would think that this would be the procedure. The process would be this. She takes, I took this one. You read it. When you open it, maybe you count how many are inside, if that's the case. I don't know.
No, but usually what they do is like a 7-day roll. So you got your Monday, you just pop those.
That's for rookies.
That's what really.
My mom does this. She says about it.
Chris, I think there's a bag to be had there. You know, she calls Big Pharma.
She shakes the bottle. Lou, I'm not bullshitting. She shakes the bottle and then she goes, "Yeah, no, I took this one." And I'm looking at her. And you know me, I'm an asshole morning when I wake up till I go to bed and during my sleep, I'm pretty sure I'm an asshole too. So the thing is, I'm like, "Mom, what did you just do?" "Yeah, no, I checked." So she grabs the other one.
That's an amazing skill. Who knows how many times she fucked up though, Chris? When she sipped on her ice, she like, "Mine, you hit the same bottle twice."
So I'm like, "Yo, Mom, you serious?" And I start cracking the fuck up. And she goes, "You laugh, but this is what works. This is the system."
Hey, listen, God bless her.
No, God bless her.
She's doing her thing.
Shit. But I just figured I wanted to share that with you. I got news from Donnie and Marie. Unless you want.
No. We got time. Listen, I just want to, one more time, you can call in at 347-721-3161. Again, that's 347-721-3161. If you want to share a holiday story or just shoot the breeze with the free shooters. Go ahead. Donnie and Marie.
Donnie and Marie.
Da, 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 da.
So Donnie and Marie. Donnie is.
Did we ever get into Donnie and Marie? Did we break that down? I don't know.
No, we haven't broken down. But for
the short, it's a couple that we know. A very amusing couple that's up there in age.
Yes.
Christy.
Yeah. They like to sing.
Okay. Yes. Karaoke.
So the thing is, Donnie has brought in the new year, not in a good way. Like Donnie has really a miserable
Outlook?
yeah, like he's just, these people that just wake up and they're mad at life. Donnie has been waking up like that lately.
Sorry to hear that.
So I hear. So I hear.
Is he at that grumpy old man age?
Well, define grump.
Well,
What's the threshold on grumpy old man?
Yeah, some guys can hit them in their 30s, other guys in their 60s.
My girl tells me I'm a grumpy old man.
Yeah,
I'm only 39. You go figure.
58, 7 straight. So go ahead. So his outlook sucks right now.
So his outlook is not it. So Marie is venting and I'm like, so what happens is on New Year's Eve, with the Omicron, I'm pretty sure you went through it. Everybody it wasn't large gatherings, very small gatherings, if that. And in my case, it was just basically my core. So I found out that so New Year's Eve, Marie calls and they decide to. So of course, where's Donnie? Donnie was singing karaoke. So
that's a sign of happiness.
oh,
If you're singing into the new year, buddy, you're happy.
I would assume so.
Unless it's some really depressing songs.
He just imagine him singing. Him singing, I kill you, the Eminem song. So the thing is, the question is, who is he singing to? Do you have guests? Like when Fat Mike, we still call him Fat Mike?
Big Mike.
Oh no, we're big.
Listen, big.
Fat Mike has a concert on Thursdays. He invites people over.
Yeah, but this practice that happens before the concert where there may not be participants and just working.
And you think I want to speak to Fat Mike and to see if that's the case, because I think Fat Mike always does it in front of an audience.
No, I know for a fact he doesn't.
By himself.
Yes.
Not his wife, not his kids. By himself, he just sits there and he sings.
Listen, a true karaoke singer has to put in that work. So when it's go time, the vocals are on point. So I know for a fact, Mike, who's the only karaoke singer I know, my wife thinks she's a karaoke singer, but she's not. But Mike practices. I'll go to his house sometimes and he's already down in the dungeon, belching out a couple of songs. And it's not one song. I'll be there because I hate going down there just me and him, and he's singing, and I'm like, why are you singing a romantic song to me?
He's like, he's doing on Liz Miguel.
he's freaking serenading me. I'm like, this doesn't feel right. But he does practice before he.
Okay, so I guess my story is not as funny as I thought it was going to be, but I found it hilarious because, there's only two people. It's Donnie and Marie, and he's singing to nobody.
Because Marie was with you.
Well, Marie wasn't with me, but she was on the phone.
Okay. Well, she can still hear. She got another ear?
No. We heard what was going on, so we asked.
Oh.
And then we asked. I just think that it was very fun.
Betty White, were you a fan? It's a shame.
Yes and no. Really? Whoa.
She was good.
You asked me. I'm not saying you asked me if I was a fan. I'm not saying she was bad. God bless that lady.
99.
She lived
what an amazing life.
A beautiful life. Yeah. She really,
you only wish to get to something in your 80s. She went 99, which is unheard of.
I posted something the other day. I wasn't feeling too good, and not that I wasn't feeling too good. Just I resonated with what the dude said. Jesse Itzler, he's part owner of the Atlanta Hawks. I posted that he said that our average is 79 years old.
Yeah, that's like it's right before your 80s. You get into your 80s, bro, dude. That's great life.
That's you're free willing. You're playing with house money. So what I'm saying is that it's funny you mentioned Betty White because when I saw him and he said, the average person, lives to 79, and he goes, I'm 53. I've used up 53 of those 79. When you start making that math, and you're like, holy shit.
Yes. Tell me, why do you think men suffer from midlife crisis? Because once they start getting into those 50s, they start doing that. Shit, man. 5 years away from time. And after that, oh my God, you blow this money and live it now. Because there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees you're going to get into your 60s.
Exactly. We always, these are cliches and punchlines. Tomorrow's never promised and live today. People don't understand how true that is. And he says COVID took a year from us. COVID has changed.
It took 2 years.
Exactly. So Betty White's passing. I found her hilarious, but not in the Golden Girls where she made her beans or whatever. I found her hilarious in the show Boston Legal, which was an old lawyer show. And whenever she came out in these cameos she used to do, she was hilarious.
I think she was a lot more comical later on, or people found her to be that sweetheart. What was it, the Snickers commercial when they're playing football or whatever?
Yeah, that
was classic for me. But yeah, R.I.P. And the reason why I brought up Betty White was to kind of transition over to a really a special person that we lost over the holidays. Our boy Willie Rivera, his dad passed, Sixto Rivera, and I just want to send my condolences and support love to the family. It's a tremendous loss. He was a bigger than life character. If you were ever in the 43rd Street neighborhood, we used to call him the mayor because he ran the block. He lived on the corner of 43rd and 8th Avenue, and I'm talking about the era where guys had beatboxes. That was the block because there was a liquor store there, there was a Chinese restaurant, so everybody used to come hang and they used to do their things, put the cardboard down and break dance. And if Mr. Rivera said, "Hey, you got to wrap it up because I got to go to work tomorrow morning," guess what? Shit got wrapped up. And cats had tried to test him. He had hands, so I think his lifetime record was like 42 and a draw. Ray Raheem, man, damn you fucked up his record. But rest in peace, Willie. Listen, man, we're with you, man. We love you and we support you. And the guy almost hit 80. His birthday was coming up. He was 80. So
God bless and the Rivera family. God bless, man. I know it's never easy when a situation like that happens.
Absolutely.
But God bless and yeah, that's it's tough. It's
not easy.
It's not like that.
So
John Madden also.
Yeah, John Madden passed away. Don't they have like a big movie coming out for him, right? That they're working on. I see all these. That's good. If you don't know, you're my sports guy. It's like me being in the studio and we throw it over to Chris. Hey, I don't know. Right back to your little son.
You see that little? Not for nothing. We got this gig on the premise of doing traffic before.
Somebody please call him for a traffic update. I really want to put Chris on the spot. Please, the number again is 347-721-3161. What? Hold on, we got about 8 minutes before we go. But before we go, I want to give you a breakdown of the lineups that we're going to be having. Next week, we have Alana Love, who's an adult, how do you call this? An adult actress? Film actress?
Adult film actress.
Adult movie film actress.
Adult movie film actress. Yeah.
She's also a podcaster, and she has a lot of different ventures that we're going to get into. So that's going to be interesting, trying to prep for that because I got to find a way to keep this savage under control and have a productive interview.
I'm a pelican, let me fly. I got you, Jack.
So we have a lot of love scheduled for next week, and I put out a short video. We're supposed to have my man Warpath from On the Lockdown.
That dude
he's hysterical. The thing is, though, he kind of forewarned me. We were supposed to have him for today, but he goes, "Listen, going into the new year, shit's gonna get crazy." Meaning that he might be somewhere, some bitch, have drunk, who knows what. But
we got confirmation.
We got confirmation. We're gonna get him, and we have a couple more actors. Last thing, big shout out to my man Alex Hugo who just dropped the movie Bully the Rico Story, did tremendously well for the last 2 weeks. I think he did something like 3,690 subscriptions or views. Alex,
Listen.
wait, hold on.
I don't want to say this, but
Yo,
I bought it. I bought it from the Africans in South Bronx. I bought it at one time's point.
get out of here.
And they had the bully disc.
Oh, you're lying. That must have been the
I
original.
paid $2 for it.
But why are you sending copy of it? Yo, Alex, congratulations, brother.
I was just joking.
It just shows you sometimes it's better to keep it all in-house, man. You can actually do it on your own. So,
Great fucking job. Yes.
continued success, brother. What else do I have, Chris?
You were talking about, you know what's funny? You talked about Betty White, and you went to the adult film acting.
No. Betty White's a sister. Stop. Don't make me a savage. Don't make me a savage. Oh, you know what? This is what I wanted to say because we've been having so many interviews and we always get cut off. So, this platform right here is an awesome platform because it reaches so many folks. Give me 1 second and I'll tell you all the folks it reaches. Okay, so we stream live on DTF Radio, TuneIn, RadioNet, which is in Germany. I lost it. I had it. I lost it. But we have this platform right here streams to a lot of people, and it's not to kind of big me and Chris up. It's more so for you to promote your business. If you have a business that you want to promote, if you have something going on that you want to promote that you're working on, hey, hit us up. You can reach us at breezeshooters@yahoo.com.
What?
Again, that's breezeshooters@yahoo.com. Send us an email. Tell us that you want to come on the show and you want to promote something. It's an open platform. All you have to do is just reach out to us, and I'm pretty good at getting back to folks. And if you want to do business with us on a monthly basis, we also have the monitors where we display the business that you own or operate. So with that being said, I wanted to make sure that I got that in because
Are you wearing lifts or something? Because I see that you're a little bit taller than me today. Normally we're like the same height.
Chris was never the same way. Never the same way. And with that being said,
Wait.
we got 2 minutes. Please call in. Someone call in. I want to talk to somebody. Chris, tell your mother to call in. 347-721-3161. See if you can get on the phone with me, Chris.
My mom?
Yeah. See if you can get your mom on the phone.
My mom's not gonna answer. My mom be she be screening my calls.
That's what I told you. That's all I guess what I told you.
Oh shit!
Alana Love. She is, they call her the human Barbie.
You know what I got for Christmas?
What's that?
One of my gifts was I got a Hugh Hefner robe. I'm gonna wear the Hugh Hefner robe.
That would be nice. Hey, while I'm on real quick. Hey, if you have a question that you always wanted to ask a porn star or an adult film star, send us an email, send us a DM, and we'll ask Alana
You know
live
what?
on air.
I like that. We're gonna ask her your questions.
Exactly. What we're gonna do, Chris? We're gonna end the show with Alana. Top 10 requests that we receive. We'll answer those questions. So if you have a question, you can either email it to me at breezeshooters@yahoo.com, or you can email it to us or DM it to us on IG. Ask us whatever question you want us to ask Alana.
At Breeze Shooters on IG, at Breeze Shooters on Facebook,
Exactly.
at Breeze Shooters on TikTok, at Breeze Shooters in the circus car.
There we go. And last but not least, please subscribe to the show on YouTube and follow us on our Facebook page. Those are the 2 pages that or 2 platforms we're really looking to grow before we expand elsewhere.
Now I'm gonna real quick. I'm gonna listen. This is very simple. If you don't subscribe now, and this is not a threat.
It all depends how you take it.
It's perspective. If you don't subscribe now, when we make it, when we start expanding to other ventures, you're not gonna get the first time subscribers discount. I'm just letting you know. Patreon is right around the corner, motherfuckers. And I ain't giving I swear to God, I ain't giving nobody. If they start, I'm telling you, take us out.
And we'll end it on that note. Look out for a new show by me and Chris called Last Call. Look out for that.
We work in 2022.
And with that being said, stay blessed, everyone. Take care. God bless.
Peace. Fuck Omicron.